You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Good Friday morning to you, sir.
It is. It's Friday, and we're coming in hot.
Again.
Let's see. Oh,
Didn't we
man.
just do this a week ago?
You know, we used to carry this guy's show back in the 80s. I was doing radio somewhere in Wisconsin, I guess. I've been told I did that. Paul Harvey was born this day.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of the story.
John likes him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, he was just probably one of the best homespun little broadcasters. And
he
all
was
of that.
so believable. He could honestly tell me anything, and I would believe it, because just the guy was like just so believable.
Hey, Paul was just Paul. Nobody's been able to replace that talent.
No.
Let's see. Beyonce is 39 today.
Oh, wow. I would have
I thought
assumed
she was
older
older.
than that.
Yeah.
I could just be making stuff up.
Well, you're no Paul Harvey, I'll tell you that.
Beyonce is 94 today.
That sounds a little better.
Damon Wayans, who I've always
kind of liked him, too.
Kind of a fun
yeah.
guy. Damon is 60 today.
He's everybody's favorite Wayans brother.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I like Damon.
And let's see, historically speaking, what the heck is going on? It was 1882, this very day. This must have been kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. The very first large-scale test of Thomas Edison's light bulb is used to light New York's Pearl Street Station.
Oh.
Thousands of people turned out for that. Can you
I
imagine
bet.
that? You've never seen anything like it.
I know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
All of a
crazy?
sudden, this entire area is lit up by light bulbs.
That's cool.
They were electric candles.
Pretty crazy. 1888, George Eastman patents the very first roll film camera.
Yeah.
On the same day registers the name Kodak.
Yeah. The Eastman Kodak camera.
And let's see, 1972, the United States' longest running ever game show debuts on CBS. It's still rolling. The Price is Right.
It's the 1 hour commercial that is The Price is Right.
Bob Barker, original host.
show.
Bob Barker
I
would do
loved
that
Bob
for
Barker.
35 years.
Yeah,
He's
I
from this
loved
area,
him.
right?
Actually, he was born in Darrington, Washington, but at a very, very young age, actually jumped over to Mission, the Rosebud Reservation here, and that's actually where he grew up. He is a registered member of the Sioux tribe.
That's cool.
Bob Barker.
Is he still
that's
alive?
Total true story. No.
Okay, I thought he had passed away, but I didn't know that.
And Drew Carey jumped in 2007, and he's been rolling ever since. So, yeah.
Apparently that's a tough job, because now Drew Carey's hair is white. What is going on over there?
It has just been a fun show, but yeah, things been
He
rolling
still
since
ends it every
72.
day with "Be sure to spay and neuter your pets."
We should end our show that way.
He does. Drew does, which I thought was neat because that was a passion of Bob Barker's wife.
It was,
So I thought that was really
yeah.
cool.
Love that.
Yeah.
I know now, you know now, everybody knows, and let's just roll.
All right. You're listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Be sure to spay and neuter your pets and your neighbor's pets.
If you take Viagra or Cialis, call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Call 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. Again, that's 800-214-7977.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
What a snappy Friday morning salute to you two crazy little love bugs. Stan, you're looking whatever. Heidi!
Ranger Dan.
Oh, Heidi, you kind of make me wish I was a tear. I could start in your eyes, you live on your face for a while, then die on your lips.
You are so disturbing.
Yeah, a little bit. I really don't know how we could make this segment any more awkward, but
I don't either.
there you go.
Put your pants back on would be a nice start, I think.
Oh, Radio Rangers, the requests just keep rolling in. I guess nobody's surprised by now. Everybody wants another little taste of Ranger Dan's best-selling comedy album, Ranger Dan Quacks You Up.
I know. I am excited for this.
Possibly recorded live during a 2 for Tuesday at Cheetah's No Peanuts Bar and Off-Sale Liquors in beautiful Sisseton, South Dakota /France. So you're a little close to the old Rad Dad Daddy-O. Ranger Dan's going to light it up. It's comedy time.
All right.
Let's see here. Why is a bee's hair always sticky? Because it uses a honeycomb. What do you call two octopuses that look exactly alike?
What?
Identical.
Oh, that's cute.
It's all critter humor because this is Critter Corner. You know, you got to ask yourself, can a kangaroo jump higher than the Empire State Building? Well, you bet it can. Empire State Building can't jump. Catch your breath. We're going to finish big. You know why dinosaurs can't clap? Because they're dead. Oh, boy. Well, that's it, little Radio Rangers. I know those are some real rib ticklers. And speaking of ribs, remember, Rangers, if the good Lord hadn't wanted us to eat critters, he wouldn't have given us barbecue sauce. Well, Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Nobody wants to buy car insurance. It's not a fun thing to think about, but it's something you need if you want to drive your car. So even if you don't want to buy insurance, you probably have to get it from someone. So why not buy it from InsuranceChicken.com? Okay, I'll admit, our website name is dumb. InsuranceChicken.com. Yeah, our marketing department is not that great. But our selection of insurance options is amazing. See if we can save you money each month on our dumb website, InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com. And it's time right now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by Lukewarm Tap Water.
Tap water.
What do we got for today?
First of all, I want to thank CNC Food Factory.
Oh, yeah.
Andy and Stephanie Brown.
Awesome peoples.
At conveniently located right inside the Avera McKinnon Fitness Center on Southeastern.
Yeah.
Their stuff is so good.
It is. Now I think we need to do donuts today because now I'm thinking of
just any donuts.
Sounds amazing.
They're baked.
They're baked.
Donuts.
Yes.
From CNC.
Yeah.
One by one, by hand, right there on location.
So good.
Pretty fantastic. And the official donut of Sioux Empire First Responders.
Nice.
In fact, they're sponsoring a little salute to police, fire, everybody. The list just keeps growing and growing. And I thought, with all the news, with all the noise everybody's going through every single day,
right?
Every now and again, I like to just punch up the Sioux Falls police log, to see what they've been up to. The police log is just current calls, what's going on in the last. Just yesterday, 24-hour period for yesterday, they responded to 78 calls.
Oh, my goodness.
Including family disputes, suspicious subjects, a man down, there was a stabbing, disorderly, check well-being, suspicious vehicle, stolen vehicles, runaway, gunshots, burglary alarms, check security, more disorderly, loitering, shoplifting, on and on. So just in the 24-hour period yesterday, almost 80 calls. And we aren't aware of most of them because
they keep us safe.
Men and women in blue are just taking care of business.
They're that buffer between bad things that happen and good people. That's the buffer between us.
Yeah, and the way law enforcement are getting roughed up around the country, I just think it's a great idea. And I always try when I run into anybody, military, police, fire, see them in the grocery store, whatever.
Thank them for their service. Man.
Yeah, I'll just slide by real quick and go, hey, man.
Always.
Thanks. Do them a solid because it does mean a lot to them.
Yep.
I read a story online where there's a guy, he had seen a person in uniform that was at a restaurant, and he said, I'd like to pay for this. And the guy's like, no, you don't have to do that. He goes, no, I really would like to. And it turns out he had an order to go for like 40 people. So, and he's like,
pretty big tab.
Yeah, I'll still do it. I'm still going to do that.
Well, that can happen. I picked up the tab for a priest at Buffalo Wild Wings years ago. I had not talked to him or anything else. He's just over the lunch hour. He's sitting there by himself, man of the cloth. And I'm a big fan of, like Padre. And I just asked the waitress. I said, yeah, just stop. Take it face down. She laid it down. I went to pay for it. It's like, oh my God, how long is this going? It occurred to me I was raised Catholic.
Excuse me.
You should have known better.
You want to take that back? Turns out I can't afford this. No, I think it is really cool when I see people do that. And there are times that I wish that I was in a better financial position so I could do, some of the things where people, because you see it where they'll say, hey, we're just sending a giant stack of pizzas over to this or wherever, doing nice things. I'm like, that is the coolest thing ever. So anyway, hats off. Dan, thanks for that.
Absolutely. Back the blue. It's a big deal.
Absolutely.
It really is. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. We've got your bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine coming up next.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. The new way is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-659-7805. That's 800-659-7805.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine and Sioux Falls. And this is a pretty bright spot. We've got a cool event coming up on the 19th of September. It's Saturday. It's not this Saturday. It's not next Saturday. It's a couple Saturdays from now. A second annual Memorial Run and Freedom Concert. In the studio, I've got Jeff and Eric and Greg. How are you guys doing?
Awesome.
Doing good.
Well, we're excited to chat with you. We'll start with Eric with the Redemption Road Band. And Eric, you guys played at this event last year, and I was out there. It was an awesome event. Are you excited to be back for year number 2?
Absolutely, John. And yeah, we're just honored to be back and be a part of this and of what we hope to be an annual event, to support the Prairie Patriots and honor our veterans. And
nice. And we're going to talk about the Prairie Patriots and who they are and what they do. But while we've got Eric here, let's talk about Redemption Road Band. How long have you guys been together now? And you got some fun stuff in the works.
Well, we do. And, we've taken the time now to write. We're pretty excited about October, November. We'll be back in the studio to kind of finish out. I think we have 7-8 songs currently that we're ready to go. We're going to play some of these on the 19th. So
we'll get a sneak preview.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
We'll practice on the stage just for you, John. Yeah.
Now, while we've got Jeff here, let's talk about, since this is a fundraiser for our friends at the Prairie Patriots, let's talk about what you guys do.
Well, Prairie Patriots was founded about 2003. Our group is a community service group. What we tried to do is find a way for veterans, law enforcement, first responders, and just citizens that wanted to get involved to be able to help their community in a time of need or disaster like the tornadoes that went through Sioux Falls. Our group is all volunteer, and our goal is to kind of fill that void to help when we're needed. The nice part about our group is we don't charge. So when we go out in some of these counties, that don't have a lot of money, we don't charge. We help everything from search and rescue. We've got medical. We've got drones. We've got kind of a little bit of everything. We've got a kayak water search and rescue team, a ground team for assisting with search and rescue. And these areas are all growing, and we're trying to develop them. And it's been really fun. Plus, you meet a great group of guys and gals. I mean,
And everybody that I know that's a part of this are great people, and it is a really, really good group. And again, like you're saying, you don't charge for this. So in order to pay for the equipment that you need to help out, you do some fundraisers here and there. And you don't do a ton of fundraisers, but the ones that you do, they really got to count. And you've got a really cool raffle. I'm looking at some of the raffle stuff on here. Got to get some tickets because there's a shotgun, there's a really cool hand-forged knife, an LED TV, and a whole lot of other cool stuff too.
Yeah, we've got some very generous people that have been supporting our group. We have people like Shields and Fleet Farm and Schlechter Knives. The Crooked Pint, they've donated some stuff. Stan Houston Equipment. Yeah. We've got some really good local people that support us in our mission.
And Greg is over here. Let's talk a little bit about some of these memorials, because the thing that's neat, usually a poker run, you go from bar to bar to bar to bar to bar. Nothing against bars, but I've never ever heard of a memorial poker run other than last year when we did this. And you guys go to some really cool memorials. Where are some of the places people will be stopping on this poker run?
It's mostly in Iowa, the beautiful rolling hills of Iowa. It goes down to Rock Rapids, Rock Valley, right around Endwood, up through Harrisburg, right around those areas. It's really cool. Like you said, it's not in the bars, which, of course, bars are always fun.
Yeah.
But here, you just bring your camera or your cell phone, take a selfie of you and your scoot in front of the memorial and bring it in, and the best poker hand will win. It's a really fun way to raise funds, familiarize yourself with the beautiful territory stories and some of the really cool memorials that are out there. There's some really awesome memorials on this run. It's humbling to see them, actually.
It's really cool. And then it all ends at the Red Rock Bar and Grill in Rowena, South Dakota. And we got a great opening act that's going to be performing before Redemption Road. Who's going to be performing before them?
That would be Ken Hall Music. This gentleman has wrote a lot of original music. He's played all over the country, including Washington, D.C. He will be our opening act. He's with the Patriot Music Network.
That is awesome. And then right after that, we've got Eric and Redemption Road taking the stage.
Yes, it's a great facility, outdoor. So with some of the concerns, it's not hard to social distance.
Yeah, give yourself some space.
And, we just celebrate America, celebrate freedom. But last year, talking about the memorial run that Greg was touching on, my boys are both young, very impressionable, and we were setting up for the show. My oldest son, Austin, started befriending some of the Patriots. Actually went on the run with them. He came up to me, he said, would it be okay, Dad, if I go on this poker run? And I said, absolutely. I remember when he came back, he kind of wandered off backstage a little bit more distant than normal, and I went up and I said, everything okay? And he said, oh, it's more than okay. He said, that was really moving. It was something not just to see the memorials, but to be there with veterans who have sacrificed and understand what the names on these walls mean, what the sacrifices that are made on a daily basis, and then for them to communicate that in a way to my son was an amazing experience for him. He's so excited about this year.
Yeah.
He wants to go back on this time. He wants to actually go on the back of a Harley.
Nice.
And I said, well, you got to clear that with Mom, But yeah, it's just a tremendous event of coming together and celebrating all the things that we believe are precious and special and make our country the greatest on the planet.
It's the second annual Memorial Run and Freedom Concerts coming up Saturday, September 19th, 2020, Red Rock Bar and Grill, Rowena, South Dakota. Guys, thanks again for coming in.
Well, thank you, Johnny.
Throw a link to all of this information on our Facebook page, facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
If you take Viagra or Cialis, call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Call 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. Again, that's 800-214-7977.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Celebrities are fabulous. And some can really go the distance. A lot of celebrities, it's like you're riding high in April, you're shot down in May. A lot of one-hit wonders, a lot of stars. It's like, oh, they're a huge star. Then you never see them again.
Right.
Like I'm a washed-up childhood star.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. I am. It's been a horrible story. VH1
but you're still a big deal to us.
You are on the bio, and I appreciate that very much.
We are the leaders of your fan club.
But talk about, let's just refer to it as like the Energizer Bunny. I mean, Willie Nelson is still out there and getting it done.
And
and Farm Aid's coming up again. This will be the 35th annual Farm Aid. Now, fans won't be able to enjoy the show this year in person. But Farm Aid 2020 is going to happen with a virtual at-home event. They're working on it. It's going to be a huge deal. They announced the lineup Wednesday of this week. Willie, of course, is going to be playing. Willie and the Boys is going to headline the festival, along with John Mellencamp, Dave Matthews, the Black Pumas, Bonnie Raitt. I've been a fan of Bonnie Raitt.
She's neat,
forever. Boz Scaggs.
Cool.
Who's phenomenal, Chris Stapleton, and lineup goes on and on and on. Charlie Sexton, who you may have heard of, maybe not, but I'm a big fan of Charlie's too. See, I may actually dial this in, and I don't really do much online.
Virtual stuff,
But I may do this because it's a pretty nice lineup.
It is, and I think with them doing it in a virtual way, I think that they are able to get bigger artists because it's like, well, I don't have to travel anywhere. I got to basically just do this from my living room. So that's I think if 2020 has been a gift of any kind, it really hasn't been much of one.
It has not been at
But when
all.
they're doing these virtual things, they're like, man, look at all the people they got to be a part of this. Yeah, because they're all sitting home looking for something to do. So I bet they're thrilled to be a part of this. So I think that's really, really cool.
And that's happening September 26th, by the way.
Nice.
And it will be airing in our neck of the woods 7 p.m. So there you go, Farm Aid 35th anniversary.
I'll have to watch the replay because that is the same night that Dr. Ben Carson will be in Sioux Falls.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. We're going to that.
Yeah, so I'm going to be there at the convention center. I get to be the MC for that because they made a terrible decision and asked if I would do that.
That's where I'm going to be. I'm super excited about that.
I'm excited to do it. And I'm going to be very, very nice, and I'll even wear like a tie and stuff.
Throw him for a loop. Ask him if he wants to leg wrestle, because he will not see that coming. See, this is why I don't get asked to MC anything anymore.
And I got to quit taking tips from Dan, because he was telling me about some of the little tricks and tips that he used when he was an MC, and I said, but you're no longer an MC.
No. So. Again, washed up child stuff.
Yeah. Well, Dan, thank you for coming in. It's
Absolutely.
always a pleasure to have you. I just want to remind folks that Monday, at this time, we've got a major announcement. Major announcement.
Oh, this is like pins and needles.
It's the biggest thing we've done in weeks. Okay, but maybe even longer than that. But big change.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, change coming to 93.3. All of the details at this very moment on Monday, which is Labor Day, because we didn't realize that ahead of time.
Because we're planners.
We've planned this very, very well.
It's perfect. It's perfect for us.
It really is.
We have this going on. What else is going on? Nothing. Did you look at a calendar? No. Did you talk to anybody else? No. Did you do any research whatsoever? No.
From the planning department that brought you many other things you've never heard of. All right, thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Brought to you by Lukewarm Tap Water.
Tap water.
If you have a credit card, our friends at BetterCreditCards.com would like to make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and then see what you get for points and perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save money by getting a better credit card. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can check it out too at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com. Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, September 4th, 2020. The equities market made an abrupt about-face on Thursday as fear that a deadlock in Washington will put an end to the market melt-up. A lingering impasse has held up talks between congressional Democrats and White House Republicans, keeping aid from millions of needy Americans. The tech-heavy NASDAQ composite led the day's rout with a loss of 5%, with much of the weakness in the FANG names. The S&P 500 and Dow Jones Industrial Average both shed smaller, if no less, alarming amounts. In technical terms, Thursday's price action confirms near-term reversals that could lead indices much lower. For now, traders will be closely watching the 30-day moving average for signs of weakness. If price action on the indices falls below that level, a much deeper correction could be in store. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at MarketBeatMinute.com.